Hello friends, today we are going to see data types in PHP. Okay, so moving toward PHP data types in this series. PHP data types can show data of different type and support following data types for string, integer, float, boolean, array, object, resources, and last nothing but null. Moving toward now first point, PHP string. What is PHP string? A string is a sequence of characters like hello world. A string can be any text inside quotes. It can be a single or double quote. It's shown below in the code section. So we're going to see first point is PHP string. Now we're going to see practically how it can be handled and how it is to be used. First I declared PHP tag. In that, start with declaring a variable text. Suppose I have declared a variable x, hello world. Okay. And I am assigning a string to that variable. So another variable is created. Same thing I have assigned to that variable also. After this I am going to print this variable by using echo statement, that is echo x and y. It will print the variable information inside to x and y. It will give the string output. So we can having error. We come to know that by this, if you assign a string, the PHP variable what we are declared, it will be configured automatically and give the output. So we're done with the PHP string data type. Second point is PHP integer. Integer data type is non-decimal number between the number which I have given in red form. Rules for integer are must have one digit, have a decimal point, not have a decimal point, and integer can be either positive or negative. We will see this by coding into the by example. By using var_dem function you come to know what variable value assign is. Okay, move toward coding part. Starting with the PHP tag, in that I am going to declare a one variable, suppose x, assigning single number to it. Then vardim. By vardim we come to know which type of data type is assigned to it. It prints all details of variable x. See, we done with it. It give output int. Okay. Now third point is PHP Float. Float is nothing but floating point number, is a number with a decimal point. In the following example, you see x is a float and PHP vardim function returns the data type value. Now we're going to check by coding, and you come to know the variable output by vardim function. Okay, so move toward practical session for PHP Float. Okay, starting with PHP tag, I am going to declare a single variable in this. Suppose x, I am assign one number to it. It's a floating point number. Now I am using vardim function. Using vardim function, we come to know the variable assign x, which type of data type is assigned. So finally we done with the floating point number also, data type. Okay. Now move toward PHP Boolean. Boolean represent two possible state, true or false. It can be a true or it can be a false. Booleans are often used in conditional testing purposes, if statement. Okay, mostly it is used in the if statement, conditional statement. Okay, we can see practically but not necessary. Now PHP array. An array store multiple values in one single variables. In following example, a car is an array. By vardim function we come to know the following variable is an array. We can check by doing practically, so we move toward coding part section to see PHP array. Starting with PHP tag, assigning declared a car variable and assigning set of array values to it. But how we come to know that this variable is array data type? We come to know by using vardim function that this variable is array data type. So we're going to get the data of variable a by using vardim function. That's it. We're done with PHP array also. Moving toward next point. Now PHP Object. An object is a data type which stores data and information on how to access that data. We must declare a class object to it. For this we have to use class keyword, and a class is a structure that contains properties and methods. We can see by doing it practically in that we have declared the class variable, means declared a class having a name car. In that car function we have declared an variable is declared, assigned a value to it. After that we created object and we echoing to get the output of that object. In this practical session we go through PHP Object, starting with PHP tag. Now we first declared the class named car. In that class car we're going to declare now function named car and a variable inside it, assigning a value to it. Assigning a value is suppose equal to VM. Okay, now we're going to create a class object. Okay, so we start with creating an object for the class by using a keyword new. Okay, so we first create a variable to it. After that, using a new keyword, then declared a class name with a function. Okay, now we're going to print the value to the class. It will give the output. So finally we're done with the PHP object also. Move toward next point. In seventh point we're going to see PHP null value. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, that is null. If a variable is created without a value, it is automatically assigned to a value of null. Variable can also be by setting the value to 1. Let we can see by doing practically how null is assigned to a variable and we can get to know. So let's move toward code section. In this code section, first I'm starting with PHP tag, creating one variable called x and assigning a string to this variable, a type of string data type we can call it to this variable. Now I am creating using the same variable $x and assigning a null value, null data type. Now I am printing the output of this variable. We will get the data type of variable x is nothing but var_dum, var_dum. Inside that x variable, it will give output null value. So here we're done with it. Okay. Our last point is PHP resources. The special resources type is not an actual data type. It is the storing of references to function and resources external to PHP. Common example of using resources data type is a database call. We will not talk about the resources type. In upcoming video, we're going to talk in advanced PHP topic. So subscribe my channel to watch my upcoming video. Thank you for watching video. Bye and have a nice day. Thank you.